The buttercream queen. Hey vlog, welcome back. I am about to get ready because we are about to head to dinner. We're going to this new, actually let me open this because it gets a little echoey and I don't like that. Excuse me. To this new spot that recently opened. I don't know how long ago it opened, but my husband has mentioned it a few times and I saw a little bit about it on social media, but I hadn't really thought much of it. I wanted to go to this other place, but when I went to make some reservations, they didn't have any tables available and I wasn't sure. I mean, are restaurants reservation only? Can they be? I don't really know. And so I was like, I don't want to take the time to get all the way there and they don't have any tables available or something. And I don't really like to sit at the bar. It's not really my thing. And so I was like, let's just try somewhere different. This is the NYX Crazy Brow Lift or Crazy Lift. It's the brow glue. And this has been my favorite after my whole debacle with e.l.f. and realizing I was allergic to it. This works really good because it doesn't do the white crusty stuff, but it also gets my eyebrows together. Now, funny enough, because I know I'm kind of just skating past the elephant in the room, I ain't been here in a while. But if you've been keeping up with me on TikTok, but I've also been posting it on shorts a little bit here and there. Your girl got a full-time job, which we'll get into that throughout this vlog at some point, and we'll talk about it later. All right, but funny enough, I've been starting vlogs and just not, I don't know. Once I get the footage, I'm like, I ain't really feeling this. I don't really like it. It's kind of boring, you know. I just know. And so I've scratched the beginning of so many vlogs and just gave up on it, which I think is actually just the consequence of falling out of the routine of doing it, because this isn't the first time this has happened where I've stopped vlogging and then when I start up again, I'm super insecure about all of my content. And that's why you have to just keep going. And you can't, not that you can't take breaks, but if you take breaks too much, too often, or too long, it will throw you all off. I found a new technique for doing my eyelashes because what I found was with my mascara, and this is my favorite mascara, it's the Milani Tube Mascara. It's really, really good. I love it, but I just found that my eyelashes were getting so clumpy. And so I went to TikTok University and I found some girls saying that if you use a spoolie, because what I was using was an eyebrow curler and then I would go in with my mascara, but they said scratch the eyebrow curler, use a spoolie to like brush up your lashes, and then I'm just gonna show y'all. Instead of explaining it, I'm gonna show y'all as I go. So you take the spoolie and you just want to brush your eyelashes up, down, all around, all the things. That kind of helps them spread out. I've considered getting, I forgot what it's called, but is it like an eyelash lift or something? Because I do have some eyelashes that just naturally kind of droop. They do not curl up for whatever reason, and that's why I always use the eyelash curler. But I don't know why, but that would just cause a lot of clumpiness. So after you kind of brush them up with the spoolie, they said what you should do is take the excess off of the eyelash. Is this a wand or a brush? Instead of starting from the base of the eyelash, start by putting some on the tip of the eyelash. And don't do too much. It's kind of like a little light tap, because what I noticed, and sometimes it still happens because I'm still learning, if you go too heavy on the tips, it'll start to cause it to clump up. And then you go back in from the root and go all the way out to the tip. I'm also glad that my eyebrows kind of grew back out. When I pluck and shape my own eyebrows. For a long time I got them waxed, but girl, I just don't be wanting to go through the pain of getting them waxed. I literally just started getting my underarms waxed again. Literally the first time was last month. Girl, it hurt. It hurt so bad. And girl, I just don't like doing it. So I do not get my eyebrows waxed anymore. I shape them and I pluck them myself. But this one I over plucked not too long ago, and the hair just finally started growing back. And they just look really good. This light is literally always dying. In one of the vlogs that I started and didn't finish, I shared with y'all that Neutrogena sent me some PR and they sent me some of their like blush sticks, which was right on time because not long before that, maybe it was in the last vlog that I posted, I can't remember, but it was again some content that I did film. Maybe I posted it, maybe I didn't, where I was talking about I wanted to get into some blush. I had went to Ulta, I did my research, I went to Ulta, picked up a few things, literally got to the checkout and was like, actually, you know what? I don't want to pay for this right now. And I put it back, and not even a week later, Neutrogena sent me these. So that was really the Lord. But I still don't really know what I'm doing with this. I have not done my research on how to apply blush properly. So I've kind of just been doing whatever I want. But I did watch one of my favorite vloggers, and the way she did her blush, she kind of did it in this area. Because the few times I've done it, I was kind of doing it here. But yeah, what is the proper placement for blush? You know, I wouldn't know because I'm not a huge makeup girl. I think what I do want to invest in soon is a brush. This is intended to, for the most part, be very easy to use, beginner friendly, and you just use your fingers. But I wonder if using a brush will help me a little bit. I don't want these lights on because it makes it look yellow in here, but I can't really see with the light on in just one direction. Like, does that look silly? I don't know. And I don't go heavy-handed with it because I don't want it a lot. Which one is this one? And this one is in the pink petal, or the petal pink. They gave me several. They're back on that shelf back there. They sent me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different shades. But anyway, girl, I do what I can. I have so much to update y'all on. It has been a whirlwind, but things have been really good. They've been a challenge, which just naturally comes with new, new seasons. You have to adjust and you have to shift and pivot, and that could just be very challenging. So things have been good, but they have been challenging. But I also am so grateful to the Lord despite the challenges, and now I can look back and go, I understood why I went through some of the things that I went through and why some things were as hard as they were, or maybe not that, but I could just see how some things have lined up to make where I am now possible, and how the Lord orchestrated, and how I'm using things that I thought weren't a big deal at one point. One of the things that I told my husband when I officially got my job was, it's so cool to look back now and be able to see that no time was wasted. Nothing was wasted. And it's just amazing, again, to see how the Lord works and how he orchestrates things, because getting this job is literally nothing but a God did situation. Like, only he could have opened these doors. Some of the experience that I've gotten over the last few years and some of the opportunities that I have definitely contributed to this role in ways that I would have never thought, and I'm sure I will continue to see that for however long I'm in this position. But really, I mean, everything was ordered and orchestrated by the Lord. Even things that happened years ago, seeing how they're full circle and being used now, is honestly just so cool. And it really just made everything worth it. I think I'm gonna go with a side part. I have not worn my hair in a side part in a hot minute. I really haven't. I've just been doing a middle part a lot. But let me get my clothes on and then I'll chat with y'all when I'm dressed. This is my first time out the house today, but I'm not complaining because my week is so hectic that by the time Saturday comes, I literally don't want to do much. So I really enjoy being able to have my slow mornings with my coffee and journal and all the things, and not having anywhere to be. And so coming out at about this time, 5:36, is honestly ideal. I didn't do anything, but I did a little bit of laundry. I try to get the bulk of my laundry done on Saturdays, because Sundays is primarily when we do our grocery shopping, and then obviously a lot of preparation for the week as far as like my agenda, my calendar, all the things. And so after having my little slow little morning. I honestly did too much scrolling today, but I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. And then I took my nails off because, honey, they was looking so busted and chewed up. All right, and I'm gonna give them a little break. I also wasn't in the mood to put more nails on. I didn't feel like doing the process again. On Saturdays, I don't want to do a whole bunch of things. I try to make one thing kind of my biggest priority, maybe one or two things, but nothing that's going to overwhelm me and cause me to look up in Monday and I'm tired because I did so many things. You know, the ones at the y'all don't even pay attention to the messy background. It's Sunday and y'all know what that means. We got a lot of resetting to do, and so that's what we're gonna focus on later on today. Okay, but right now we are about to head to church. I'm just putting on a few finishing touches. We've been going to this church since the beginning of the year and we've been enjoying it. We've talked about joining, but I'm still just a little bit hesitant. Not really because of the church itself. The church is great. I really do enjoy it. I think I'm still working through some things after just leaving our old church and working for the church and all the things. I'm just not ready to just jump straight into becoming a member anywhere. I just really want to take my time, but we really do enjoy the church. I'm gonna go in with my Care Tuberose Bloom perfume oil. Love this oil. Love this perfume oil. It's the perfect kind of springtime scent. I love the whipped cream note in it, and it's very kind of floral but still very warm. I'm not a huge, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say I'm not a huge floral girl, but I feel like a lot of my perfumes, if they're not very vanilla, they're a little bit floral. So I won't say I'm not a floral girl. And then I'm gonna go in with Fruity Almond by Dossier. This has some almond, peach, orange blossom, tuberose, tonka bean, vanilla, and cocoa. And so this smells really good together. I got this for Christmas and I love it. And I specifically wanted it to pair with this perfume oil. I needed something that would go well with it, and they do complement each other very, very well. My husband is in there listening to, I don't want to misspeak, I think it's like a African worship song. I'm not against it at all. It actually, you know, it has a little groove to it. He is always pulling out some very deep cuts as far as worship and praise music. Like, he will randomly play a worship, like old school worship song that I have not heard in years. And I always laugh and I'm like, how do you know this song? Even though he grew up traditional black church as well, but it just always surprises me because it is the most deep cut praise and worship song from like the 80s, 90s, maybe the 90s, early 2000s. And I just be like, whoa, I have not heard this in years, and it really takes me back. So that's just kind of funny. Let me grab my shoes because we need to get out of here. I cannot stand pulling up to church right on time. I like to get there early. I do not, even if it's 10 minutes early, 5 minutes early, but I do not like pulling up right when church starts. It bothers me so bad. I need to grab some gum. Quick little church ootd all black fit for the base, and then my pop of color is this pink purse that I got from Depop for literally like $6. I wanted the Coach Joni bag in pink, and I found it on Poshmark for $150, and that's much cheaper than retail price, but I ain't have $150 to pay right now. So we passed on that, and girl, this will work. It's a different shade of pink, but I think it's tame for me as somebody that's trying to introduce color to their wardrobe a little bit more. But I have on this Naked Wardrobe black top. I got this from Nordstrom Rack probably a few months ago. And then I have on my Old Navy wide leg jeans. These are some of my favorite jeans. And then I have on these, what are these called? They're a dupe for, I forgot. It's some like luxury brand. But I got them from Target a couple years ago. And that's that. Hey vlog, it's been a few hours. We left church. We made a few stops about a grocery store. We went to Walmart, Publix, we just went to get lunch. I had my first pub sub. We got a sweet and spicy chili chicken tender sub, and it was not bad. I don't think I love the sweet and spicy chili. I love that sauce typically, but I didn't love it on the sandwich this time. I don't know. Something about it I just did not love, but it hit the spot for lunch, and so it worked out. And then I went ahead and planned my week. I planned on filming that, but girl, I was just in the mood to get it done. I opened up my planner, sat down, and wrote out all the things that I needed to do. I also did a little look back, look ahead for April and May, did my little monthly reflection and whatnot, which I'm doing a little late. I usually like to do it before the month ends, but it really just got away from me. When I tell you that April went by so fast, like, it literally has somewhere to be, apparently, okay? But what I'm about to do now is meal prep my breakfast. My husband kind of gave me this idea, but I had thought about it before, just never really followed through with the idea to meal prep my breakfast, because for the last probably couple of months, I've been eating the same breakfast, a sausage, egg, and cheese, like breakfast sandwich on these English muffins. For the last couple of months, I've been doing these 100-calorie light multigrain English muffins, but I saw Face Over Matter, Jalen, do the sourdough ones, and I was like, you know what? Let me try those and see how I like them. In the morning, all I have to do is literally pop them in the air fryer for probably about 15 minutes, and it's already done. So I don't have to account for making my breakfast in the morning. I could just pop it in while I'm getting ready, or I could pop it in before I go and have my quiet time. And by the time I'm done with that, it's nice and warm. I can eat it, or I can take it to go if I'm running behind or just want to take it with me or whatnot. And even though I didn't do it last week, the 2 weeks that I did it, I loved it. And I felt it last week when I had to make my sandwiches every single day. And because I didn't meal prep them last week, it was actually a couple of days. One day I bought a sandwich from Starbucks, and then another day I just didn't eat breakfast at all because I just did not feel like taking the time to make the sandwiches. And the sandwiches don't take that long to make anyway. Understand that. They really don't. But they still take some time. For my protein, I use the Jimmy Dean fully cooked turkey sausage patties, and I just pop these in the air fryer for literally maybe like 8 to 10 minutes.
Showing up authentically in my clothing and how I present myself, all of that, so that I can get from them. They set everything up, screening, and I feel like we're out perfectly.
Thank you so much. You have a good one as well. The chicken's right there. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Quick little Sam's haul. I picked up some Downy scent beads. I've not tried these. I got a travel size of the Unstoppables. Is that Downy? I can't remember. But I tried that one and I liked it. I didn't have a problem with it, but these were on sale at Sam's, and so instead of getting the fresh scent from the Unstoppables, I decided to just try this one. And so hopefully I like it. Oh, that's not a smell. Oh, that is. Oh, I do like that. That smells good too. This is the Ocean Mist, so love that. I picked up some of these Archer turkey meat sticks. I've always gotten the ones from Aldi and they're pretty good, but this is just gonna be my snack for work. After the last few weeks, I figured out like I need to bring snacks to work. That should have been a given, an obvious thing, but I just didn't have time to figure out what snacks I really wanted. But I'm gonna go back to my roots and I'm gonna do these turkey sticks, and then I'm also gonna do some Laughing Cow cheese because I enjoyed that. And I've never tried the Archer ones, but the reviews was good, so we're gonna see how they go. And I like the pre-packaged ones. The ones from Aldi just come in a big pack and they're just all in there, and so then I have to get a Ziploc bag. A big part of hitting your goals is you have to make things convenient, and I know that that is such a small detail of having to take it out of the pack, put it in a Ziploc bag, but Baby, I'm just trying to be convenient, keep the mess down. I don't got to pack the Ziploc bag back up after I eat the snack at work, blah, blah, blah. I literally want it to be easy as pie. I don't want no obstacles. In the same vein of snacks at work, I also decided to pick up these vanilla protein shakes. I have heard good things about these. My favorite are probably the Fairlife protein shakes, but they are very expensive for individually, but also as a pack. They only come in packs of 4, and I'm pretty sure that they're like $10 a piece. Now, I will say they're worth the price, but also that don't mean I want to pay it though. Even though it's worth the price, that don't mean that I want to pay for it. And so I'm going to give these a try, and I hope that they kind of compare the same. So I'm actually going to put a few of these in the fridge right now so it could be ready to go tomorrow when I leave the house. And last but not least, I picked up our dinner. I picked up a good little rotisserie chicken. Again, easy way to hit protein goals. It's also a good little Sunday dinner and whatnot, and it's also cheap, y'all. These rotisserie chickens are literally $5. They're like $4 and some change. $4.98. You cannot beat that, and they are pretty large chickens. And so I'm finna chow down on this. I got a few vegetables. I was gonna make me some rice, but it's late and I need to start working on my wind down routine and showering and all of that. And so I'm gonna pop some veggies in the air fryer, and I'm gonna chow down on this chicken, okay? Y'all can't even see me, and the funny thing is, love my car, but oh, I didn't even know that one works. Hey vlog, it is literally 5 in the morning and I am headed to a workout class that I've been taking for about a month. Actually, it's like a heated strength training class, and I really enjoyed it. The last heating fitness class I took was a heated Pilates class. I don't think I really like Pilates. I don't think I do. I tried it and it's just a little bit too slow for me, and I know that that is the point, but I just don't really like that. Or maybe at the time in my life when I tried it, that just wasn't what I was looking for. And so I'm actually gonna be trying, it's not a Pilates class, but next week they have a open house free class for a mat sculpt class, and so I'm gonna take that. It's a mix of Pilates, bar, and it's something else, I can't remember. So I'm gonna take that and see how I like it. But I've really enjoyed this class. It's hard, but it's a good kind of hard, and I literally like the heat in the class. It's not too hot. I think it's usually maybe 90 degrees, I don't remember, but it's actually not too bad. But I've really been enjoying it. Really been into group fitness classes in this season of my life, and I've just been allowing myself to have that instead of feeling like I have to do, I don't know, a certain type of working out, like I have to go to the gym, or I have to, you know, just doing kind of what my body wants to do, listening to my body and honoring my body, so that I could just be consistent and take care of my body well. And so, yes, this is my first time taking this class this early. They have switched to their summer hours, so they no longer have the evening class that I was taking, and I just really enjoyed it. So I was like, I'm gonna have to just start getting up in the morning. And so here I am. I'm about to go in so that I can pick my spot in the back of the classroom and not have to get a spot in the front. So let me stop yapping and get up in here. Hey vlog, we're about to head out to this new coffee shop in town. It's been open for like a month or so, but my husband wanted to wait until it died down to go. But also we haven't really had time to go. So I'm excited. Usually Saturdays, I mean, it's still gonna be a slow Saturday. We're not doing a whole lot, but just wanted to come give y'all an update. I'm gonna show y'all my outfit, even though it's literally nothing special by any means at all. But I still feel cute, and that's all that matters. I pulled out my Coach, what is it, Coach Rowan. I don't wear it as much. I'm always wearing my little small silver purse, and then the pink purse that I got, I've been wearing that a lot, but I'm trying to make myself wear the bags and purses that I have more, even if I don't necessarily want to, because then they just sit and collect dust. But outfit super simple. This tank top is from Old Navy. I was gonna say Aldi, which is crazy. These are my favorite leggings from Amazon, Crazy Yoga. And then I actually picked these sandals up from Plato's Closet a couple weeks ago. And so they're brown and they have these little gold little detailing on them. And then Coach Mini Rowan. All the usual jewelry, nothing has changed. Actually, I got a new Apple Watch after like 8 years of having my Series 3. I finally upgraded because that one, it was dying, literally. It barely ever held a charge. Charging it was always a hassle, and I was scared that it was gonna die on me when I really needed it. And so I was like, let me just go ahead and upgrade. I've waited long enough, and so it's gonna take some getting used to, because the Series 3, I had like I think the smallest face that they had was like a 32 millimeter, I think, or something like that. And this is a 42. 42 is the smallest that they have now. And so it's definitely a much larger than what I'm used to. But the good thing is the band for my Series 3 fit on this perfect. So I didn't have to buy another one, which I'm glad about. Because I bought the sports band just to hold me over. And it's actually, I bought the small medium and it was too small. So it worked out perfectly.